Yeah, Dario, let's start with team news. Quite a quick turnaround from the disappointment of the Liverpool result. How are you looking ahead of the League Cup quarter-final?
Yeah, everyone looks good. So we should have similar numbers. So I think Deki will be also available, Diana. So she's, we're excited to welcome her back after a long absence. So it's a few more numbers slowly coming back, which is positive news for us. And now we're looking forward to Wednesday night, a good challenge against Arsenal and another opportunity in another competition.
And have you picked up the mood okay? I mean, it was a disappointment, wasn't it, on Friday?
Oh, look, it was. You always want after the break to start on a positive note, to get a positive result as well. The performance was down, but I think upon watching the whole sort of weekend, it didn't really look like, maybe other than the bigger teams and maybe the ones that played, no one really sort of clicked. So it was a good learning curve for myself as well after having a long break, which we didn't have in Australia. We would just sort of play out the season, so it's one of those things to maybe consider. But look, we were disappointed in the performance. We thought with a better one, we would have probably had more of a positive result. But look, it is a tough opponent, tough trip, all those things. We were a little bit unfortunate with an accident that happened as well, which extended that trip even longer. So look, it's a chance now, new competition, new chance, and a great opportunity as well for again, hopefully a positive performance against a very tough opponent.
Well, let's talk about that tough opponent, Arsenal. Since they beat you in the league, they've won all 8 matches, I think, in all competitions since. So that they are really settling down now since the departure of Jonas Eidevall, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Renee's done a fantastic job since she stepped into the role. They've been, a great first round so they're going to come in full of confidence. They're in a good rhythm. I think, at the start of the season, everyone had them tipped to be right up there challenging with the quality of their squad. But, for us, it's an opportunity for us to test ourselves against a very good opponent, to try play our football. And we want to try put ourselves into the semi-finals and give ourselves an opportunity for that, to try and make some history for our club as well.
You and I spoke last week about how much you're improving and at such a pace. How has the team changed, perhaps, and improved your team since that Arsenal game? What can you offer them now that perhaps you didn't quite have at the start of November when you were still an embryonic project, I guess?
Look, I think the biggest thing that night was belief. I don't think it was anything else. I think it was just that. And it does have that feeling like when you do walk in, at the Emirates, it does have that sort of cauldron feeling. It's sort of not intimidating, but I can see from the players' point of view how that was, and to go in and the approach that we had. We wanted to be aggressive. We wanted to do all these things, and upon reflection, I think they saw that it was there for us, that we could have played. So we need to go through these experiences throughout the season. There's going to be obviously ups and downs. It'll never be perfect as much as we all hope. I think it's never like that, where you go 22 games in a season or in League Cup and every game is perfect. So we just need to learn from that. And then next time we did play Chelsea, we were there from the first minute to the 90th. Yes, we made a couple mistakes, but I think that's all part of the process and things that, again, we need to make them to learn and to grow in those experiences. And sometimes they're the biggest points of learning, is when the times do sometimes get a little bit difficult than when it's all just smooth sailing.
Of course, it is a home tie, a huge positive for you. Your home form's been so strong, Dario, this season.
Yeah, it's look, we want to be strong everywhere, so we don't want to use anything as excuses. Every team, we play home, we play away, so we want to try have replicate the same performance wherever we are. But we do look forward to playing at home, playing in front of our fans, and I think it's going to be big crowd tomorrow, a lot of support behind us, and we will need our fans. We'll need their help, like they have throughout the season, and then the rest is just up to us. That we go in confident, that we believe that we can do it. I think that's the most important. That you have belief that you can win, and then from there, results you never know in football.
And it is a massive incentive, isn't it, to reach the semi-finals of a national competition. And your squad now full of players who've done that sort of thing, who've done that in different countries.
Yeah, look, it is. It is nice, and and then we know as well that the semi-final will also be a home tie for us. So, but we will just concentrate on tomorrow. We won't get too far ahead of ourselves. We know we have to have a good performance, even if that has to go all the way to penalties. Then we have to be prepared for everything. So we're looking forward to it, and it should be hopefully a great game.
Finally, for me, it's not for you to comment on who Arsenal will select, but they are competing remarkably once again on 4 fronts. They've got to make the decision on their 4 competitions. It's hard, isn't it, to manage all 4?
Yeah, look, that is their decision. Yeah, so whatever they do, we can only control what we're doing, and we're also in 3 competitions. So we expect a very strong Arsenal tomorrow. And I think regardless, it's going to be a very strong Arsenal. They've got a fantastic squad. So, we're prepared for whatever comes out and crosses that white line tomorrow.